All right. Good evening, guys. Only 40 people yet. Let's wait for some more time. Two people. All right. All right. Okay. Anusha, I've given you the co-host. You can share your screen. All right. Take your time. No problem. All right, everyone. So open your IntelliJ. Open your IntelliJ, everyone. Yes, you got to start. You got to join by 9:05 at least. I mean, I'm not going to wait every day for 10-15 minutes just so that I have full attendance in the class. You will have to join faster, at least by 9:05. After that, if you miss anything, you may have to struggle again. So let's not waste our time. This is a 9 p.m. class in India. So I hope you guys have more things to do after 9 p.m. You got to eat and you got to sleep also. So let's not waste our time by joining at 9:15 or 9:10. You may be late, I understand, but make sure you're joining at least 10 minutes before. At least by 8:55, 9 or max by 9:05, please make sure you join the session. I mean, it doesn't make sense to wait till 9:15 for you, right? So everyone, open your IntelliJ because I'm going to show you how to do git pull. All right. Okay. Since this is Mac OS, hold on, Anusha. I'll show it on my screen. Mine is Windows, so I'll show it on my screen. All right. Okay. So everyone, open your NIT, open your IntelliJ, and your project name should be NIT 9 p.m. June 2023. You should be able to see this at the left-hand side also. NIT 9 p.m. June 2023. Everybody should open your NIT 9 p.m. June 2023 project from your IntelliJ. Okay, you have already cloned the project day before yesterday and even on Tuesday also. You already cloned the project on Tuesday. Yesterday I have taken a break. I was not well. So I hope you have all have the NIT 9 p.m. project on your local machine, that is on your laptop or desktop, whatever it is. So now at the top, you should see something called as Git. At the top, you should see something called as Git, G-I-T, Git, everyone. At the top, you should see something called as Git, G-I-T, Git. You should see something called as Git, G-I-T. You'll only get Git, Git if you have actually installed Git also on your machine. If you have not installed, you may or may not get it. But again, if you see Git option at the total top, you should see Git. Even for the Mac users, you will find Git at the total top. Now, if you click on Git, you will see some option like pull. Git and pull. You'll have to click on Git and then you should see an option called as pull. May not be exactly where you see it on my screen, but yeah, you will see pull. Git and next pull. So if you click on pull, you will get something like this. If you click on pull, you will get something like this. Okay. You should be getting a screen, a small dialog box like this. This is what you should get. Okay, so this will be available to only those people who have cloned the project. If you have not cloned the project, you will not be getting this option. Okay, we have already learned how to clone our projects on Tuesday as well as Wednesday. So if you have already cloned the project, open the project. At the top, you will see Git option. Click on Git, you will get pull. If you click on pull, you should get a dialog box like this. And from this dialog box, you can click on, hold on. Anusha, now share your screen. మీకు మొత్తం పైన ఉంది చూడండి అమ్మా గిట్ మొత్తం టాప్ లో మీకు గిట్ ఉంది చూడండి అది కాదు మొత్తం టాప్ మీ వైఫై అవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా అది అక్కడ దొరుకుతుంది మీకు పుల్ సో ఆఫ్టర్ క్లికింగ్ ఆన్ పుల్ అగైన్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బ్లూ కలర్ పుల్ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేయాలి Okay, at the bottom, right side bottom, you should see something like this. 2 files updated and 2 commits. You should be getting something like this at the right side bottom. Right hand side bottom, you should get a small dialog box, 2 updates and 2 commits. And in the left hand side, in the manual testing folder, you will see test case template.xl file. Anusha, paiki that file, exactly. Hold on, open here, okka nimisham aagu. So this is the test case template file that you guys should be getting onto your machines. Just like how you have opened your manual testing notes, similarly, you should get this test case template. So every day when I ask you to take a pull, this is what you should do. This has to be a regular task for you. I will not be telling you do this, do that. So from now on, if I ask you to take a pull, you got to click on the pull and take a pull. Okay. So everyone, did you get your test case template.xl file? Or did anyone not receive the test case template.xl file? Please post your screenshot in Slack and let me know in the Zoom chat. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Let me know. हाँ तो आ गया है सुप्रिया. Take 2 minutes and let me know if you have not received your test case template Excel file. అదంతా ఎందుకు వచ్చింది? న్యూ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎందుకు విష్ణు? Relax, Bhuvana, relax. That's not a problem. We already got it. You need not send me a screenshot. You should send me a screenshot only if you have not received it. Vishnu, better you connect with someone. After this session, you connect with someone, they will help you out. ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ కొంచెం మనోళ్ళు గరం ఉన్నారు, లేట్ అవుతుందని చెప్పి అని. సో ఇంకా టైం వేస్ట్ చేయదలుచుకోలే. అందుకే ఆఫ్టర్ ది సెషన్ ప్లీజ్ బీ ఇన్ టచ్ విత్ సమ్మన్ from the session. If you have any friends in the session, please be in touch with them. They'll help you out. Okay. So all right, Rashida, if you have got the file, that's it. No need to refer to your screenshot. If you have got your file, if you are able to open the file, that's it. How many screenshots can I even open? I've got n number of screenshots in the chat box. I did not ask you guys to send the screenshots. If it is working fine, I don't need your screenshot. Only if it is not working, if you did not get it, just like how Vishnu has not got it, then you should send me a screenshot so that I can understand your issue. If you are getting it, why do I have to check it? Open it, that's it. Open that file, you will be able to see your Excel screenshot. Sorry, Excel test case template. Anusha, open your Excel file. Maximize the screen. This is how your Excel file should look like. Okay, so everyone open your Excel file. Everyone open your Excel file, and if you open the Excel file, this is how you will get it. So if you open your Excel file after taking a pull, after clicking on pull, if you can check your IntelliJ in the manual testing folder, you will see how many files are you guys seeing in the manual testing folder now? How many files are you guys seeing and what are the file extensions? What type of files are you seeing in your manual testing folder? Okay. You should see two files. One is your Word document, which says manual testing notes, and the other one is test case template Excel file. One is a Word document, other one is a Excel file. Anusha, the one in red color, that's not a problem. The one in red color in your IntelliJ, that's all right. Oksar IntelliJ open cheyamma. The one in red color there, dan kinde red color lo vastundi kada. Exactly, red color lo. Yes. Don't worry. Don't worry. That is temporary file. It will go. It will disappear if you close your Excel file. Okkasari Excel file close cheyali. Close chesi okkasari Excel file. Now open your IntelliJ. IntelliJ open cheyi. Em parledule. Adi, as you can see, that red color file has disappeared. That is a temporary file. Okay. So everyone should get both of these files. One is a Word document, which is your manual testing, entire manual testing notes. One is your Excel file. Okay. So ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్ చేయాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ ఓపెన్ చేయి, పర్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్ చేయి. ప్రణతి MS Excel ఉండాలి కదమ్మా. You should have MS Excel on your machine. Otherwise, you may not be able to open the Excel file. Or else you can do something. I have uploaded the same file to Google Classroom also. You can open it online in your browser. No problem. It is present in in Google Classroom also. Open it from there. You will see it. That's online. దానికి ఏం అక్కర్లేదు. But I would suggest you to get, of course, Excel will not be useful for you. I mean, but at least have some software on your machine, because I will be sending manual database testing notes and manual API testing notes, sample resumes, automation interview questions, all of those Word documents in the upcoming sessions. Okay. After 1.5 months, I'll be sending you all of these files. So you must have some software to open these files on your machine. So my MS Office unte koncham better. Meeke useful. So చూసుకోండి. So this is your test case template file. This is not the exact test case template that you may be using in your project, but more or less, this is a real-time example only. Okay. Maybe some columns might be deleted, some columns might be added, depends. But this is how an actual test case template will look like. So if you can see the columns A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. A is your test case ID. So who decides the test case ID? What is the test case ID? Test case, every test case, a test case is nothing but you have a sequence of actions, a step-by-step procedure to verify, to test a particular functionality. Your test case describes all those steps. All right. So your test case ID, who gives the test case ID? your functional team will give the test case ID. They may be having some convention, some naming convention at their end, based on the Jira ticket or based on their own naming system, whatever it may be, they will be giving you a name or test case ID for each and every test case. So if you look at row number 3, test case TC001, sign up is the name of the test case or test case ID basically. Next column is your description. What is this test case about? What are we actually doing in this test case? We are just trying to navigate to sign up or create account. ఒక్కసారి ఇన్కాగ్నిటోలో ఫేస్బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తాము ఒకసారి. అక్కడ ఉంది చూడండి, కింద కింద కంట్రోల్ షిఫ్ట్ ఎన్ అను. రైట్, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. ఒక్కసారి ఫేస్బుక్ వెళ్ళు. హోల్డ్ ఆన్, ఇక్కడ ఉండు ఒక్క నిమిషం. సో imagine this is your Facebook and you want to ఒకసారి ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ కి వెళ్ళవా. okay, so you want to click on create account. Click on create account. You will click on create account button. So what is the guarantee that you click on create account, or you want to create a new account on any website, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it whatever website it may be. You click on register or sign up or create account, whatever it is. How will you identify? What is the indication that your click has actually worked? How will you confirm that to me? I might have clicked on my register or sign up or create new account, no problem. But what is the guarantee that I've actually moved to my sign up page or register page? How will you prove that to me? See, now if you open Instagram and you say sign up or register. Okay, then if you click on sign up or register, okay, a particular screen will be loading. Okay, where you'll have to fill all your details, your email ID, password, username, all of that stuff. How will you confirm me that your click has actually worked and it has redirected you to the register page only or sign up page only? Why not some other page? That's what some button we can identify which button, or someone is saying from scenario or from UI. This is your theoretical. This is all your theory. I want you to prove this practically. How will you prove that to me? Shalma, maybe there is a problem at your end. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. Or does anyone have any issue with my voice? See, everyone is saying the process, the procedure. Take a screenshot, or what is that? Take a screenshot, clicking this button, or only maybe Rajesh has answered this correctly. Ravi, you will take a before clicking on sign up, you will take a screenshot. After clicking, you will take a screenshot. Who is going to compare those screenshots? Imagine from an automation perspective. Imagine from an automation perspective, how do you think Selenium is going to validate 2 images? As I already told you, Selenium does not read images. So how will Selenium understand that this is your before sign up page and this is your actual sign up page? How will Selenium understand that? Because whatever you do in manual will have to be done in automation also. Okay, Neelima, when we give all the correct inputs, it will allow us to the go to page. Then what is the purpose of testing? Here you are assuming, no? Here you are assuming, saying that we have given and everything correctly, so it should work correctly. Very good. Then what is the purpose of testing? Your entire purpose of testing is defeated, right? By comparing expected and actual. How? What is your expectation and what is your actual result? Don't say comparing screenshots, because it is not possible in automation. Think from an automation perspective also, because whenever you are doing testing, you will also have to verify automation feasibility with the automation team also. Maybe only Rajesh has answered this correctly. Okay. Okkasari, let me share my screen. Okay. So let's say we have opened Instagram.com. Wrong, Parvati. So this is your login page. Okay, I'll click on sign up page. Now tell me, how will you identify? Okay. Uh-huh. All right. All right. Some interesting answers. How will you find out the unique ID? Every block has a unique ID. What do you mean by unique ID? Tejas, correct. Tejas and Rajesh might have answered this correctly. How will you say? What is simple? Very simple logic here. You're all complicating stuff. Sometimes the most easiest things are complex. So this was my initial Instagram page. All right. What is the URL? Instagram.com. Now, if I click on sign up, there is sign up. This is my Instagram.com, my home page, login page. I'll click on sign up and see the title, page title. This is called as page title. The page title says Instagram and URL is Instagram.com. If I click on sign up, the URL has changed. URL says email sign up, or even the page title says sign up. There is a button called as sign up. If there is this button called as sign up, then you can say that this is sign up page. There is this title called as sign up to see photos and videos from your friends. If this title is present, then also you can say that this is sign up page. These are the subtle indicators which tell you that this is a sign up page. This is possible in automation also. Now someone has said we will compare screenshots. Very good. As humans, we can compare it, but Selenium cannot compare screenshots. Selenium can take screenshots, but cannot compare screenshots. All right. So everyone clear? So what is my expected output? My expected output is that I should be taken to your Instagram sign up page. What is the indication that this is a sign up page? The title should contain sign up, or the URL should contain sign up, or there should be a button called as sign up. Any of these three should be present. And if I actually press on sign up, expectation is to have sign up in my URL or a title or a element or a button basically. But if I actually click on sign up, if I click on sign up, am I actually getting sign up here? Come on, am I actually getting sign up or not? No. It's a no. यहाँ पे तो आ रहा है. You can see sign up here. You can see sign up here. You can see sign up here. So this is your sign up page only, no? What more proof do you want? It is working or not working, that's a different test case. It's working or not working, it's a different test case. I'm not asking you to verify this sign up logic. I'm asking you, are you actually able to navigate to sign up or not? That's the test case. It's a very small test case. What is the test case? Navigate to sign up or create account. Am I able to navigate to sign up? Yes, I am able to navigate to sign up. Navigate means if I click on this particular sign up button, this button, if I click on this particular sign up button, is this button or is this link working or not? Yes, it is working. How can I say it is working? If I click on it, my link is also changing, my page elements are also changing, my title is also changing. This is the indication that my test case is working. What is my expected output? The page title should display sign up or create account. Yes. Is it displaying sign up or account page title? Yes, it is. Actual page title also, actual also it is displaying. My expectation is to see sign up in the title. My actual reality is also sign up is displaying. So yes, the test case is passed. When do you say that the test case has passed? When your expected and actual are both same. When your expected output or expected result and actual result are both same, then here a test case is considered as pass. Understood the concept here now? So each test has something called as a precondition. It's not mandatory to have a precondition always, but precondition is nothing but set of actions that you need to perform before actually starting your test case. So if you want to check login functionality on Facebook, okay, you want to check login functionality. Is login functionality working fine or not? You want to test the login functionality on Facebook. So what do you think will be the preconditions? As I told you, precondition is nothing but a set of conditions that need to be satisfied before starting your actual test case. So what do you think? What conditions do you think we need to satisfy before we start testing our login functionality? What conditions do you think? Exactly, Ashwini. Correct. But the most important precondition is user should be able to open the browser and user should be on the sign in page, or what is this, create account. All right, no problem. Okay, the user should have an account and user should be able to actually open the application. If the user is not able to open the application, how will he even start testing the functionality? It's not possible. So preconditions are not mandatory always. May or may not write your precondition, but it's good to understand what a precondition is. Precondition is nothing but set of conditions that we need to satisfy before actually starting our test case. Okay. So here, what is my test case about TC002 sign up? So what is the description of this test case? Create account with valid details. What do you understand by valid details? What do you understand by valid details? Correct username and correct password. So what kind of testing do you think it is? We have learned this in our functional testing type day before yesterday. What kind of testing are we doing here? Exactly. This is a positive testing, a positive test case. This is a positive test case because you are giving all valid test data. So how many steps do you have? You have 6 steps. Each step has got a description. Click on sign up and enter a valid name. The name should not be more than 40 characters. The first step. Second step, enter a valid mobile number, should be 10 characters, pakka mandatory. Enter a password which should have at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, one number, one special character. Password should be at least 8 characters long. Okay. So re-enter the password because sometimes you should confirm password again. You type your password twice whenever you are creating your account. Next, select date of birth. Make sure the user is at least 18 years old. So if I give 2007 January 1st, is it going to accept? I will give 2007 January 1st. January 1st, 2007. Is it a valid data or invalid data? Valid. Okay, those are saying valid. I need an explanation from you. How do you think it is valid? On what basis have you said that this is valid? What is the requirement, date of birth requirement on this application? What is the date of birth age requirement for this website? At least 18 years old. So if I give 2007 January 1st, how many years will the person have? 16 years only. 16 and a half years. So is it valid data? No, it's invalid data. So that is why what is the test data I have given? I have given 1st January 2001. Is it valid test data? How many years will that person have now? 1st January 2001. Is it valid test data or invalid test data? That person will have 20, almost 22 years, 22 and a half. So test data is nothing but, so for your username, valid username, I am given NIT student as the username. Next, enter a mobile number. I don't know whose mobile number this is, but I have entered a mobile number here, 10 digits long, all numbers. Enter a password, which should be for all these conditions, satisfying all these conditions. I've given a password also. Re-enter the password. So, should I have both of these passwords same or different? Exactly. Both of the passwords should be same because you are asked to re-enter the password. So both of them should be same. You enter the date of birth. So test data for my date of birth, 1st January 2001. Next, select a gender. You will select a gender, male, female, or whatever it is. And if you click on submit, what is the expected result? The user should be able to sign up and he should be able to create an account. This is what is the expectation is. This is what we want. What is the actual result? Yes, the user is able to create account. So in this case, test case pass or test case fail? Test case is pass because your expectation is that the user should be able to sign up, and actually also the user was able to sign up. That is create an account. So that is why this particular test case is also passed. Then what is your comments column? Comments is when you want to include some Jira details. Maybe you have raised a Jira due to a bug, or maybe you want to note down something in the comments section, whatever it may be. You can write it under the comments section. Understood, everyone? Understood, everyone? All clear? Cool. I will be giving you more test cases for your practice. Come back with your test cases on Monday. Tomorrow you have a class again. Not saying tomorrow there is no class. You have a class tomorrow, but take tomorrow, today, and even Sunday and come with your test cases in this format. Okay. I should see your test cases in this format on Monday, in Monday's session. So, you know what test case ID is? The test case ID is given by your functional team. Description of the test case, what this test case is about, precondition, a set of conditions that need to be satisfied before actually starting your test case. Okay. Next, step number. Step number, how many steps do you have in your test case? Okay. Next, your step description. What is the step that you are performing? What is the action that you are performing? Next, test data. If you have any inputs that need to be given, if it is all about pressing buttons, you will not have test data. But if you have to enter something, if you have to type something, okay, then there will be some test data for you. Next, expected result. What is your expectation? Actual result. What are you actually getting after giving your test data, after doing all your test steps? If both of them are same, you will say that test case is pass. If both of them are different, expected is not equal to actual, then it is fail. So on what functionalities will you write a test case? I'll give it to you on Slack. Don't worry. You'll get those details on Slack. So comments, if you have any Jira, suppose your expected and actual were not equal. Your expected and actual are not working properly. Maybe your expected and actually are not working properly. Okay, your test case has failed. Or you click on submit or sign up button. The button is not working properly. Then what will you do? You will simply raise a Jira. When did you find out about this particular bug? While testing your sign up functionality. So in the comment section, if you want, you can put your Jira details. Or you can create a separate column called as Jira status. And you can update your Jira details there, whatever it may be. The comments can be about anything, whatever it may be about. So understood your test case template thoroughly? Go through the remaining test cases given here. I have given some basic test cases. These are all basic templates, basic test cases. Okay. This is a very basic template, most commonly used template. Anywhere you go, this is what you will be doing. In your interview also, your interviewer will not be expecting you to write this entire Excel file. No, he's not going to expect this from you. He's not expecting that from you. When your interviewer asks you to write a few test cases, he's expecting some test cases like, let's say he's expecting some test cases for your, let's say movie ticket booking. He's expecting some test cases for movie ticket booking. How many test cases will you write? One is for current date, today's. For today's date, you are trying to book a ticket. For tomorrow's date, you are trying to book a ticket. Another test case. Third test case, 1 week later, you are trying to book a ticket. That is another test case. You are trying to book a ticket for a previous date. That is another test case. You are trying to book ticket in seats which are already booked. Some seats will already be booked. You'll have to verify if you are able to book your tickets in places which are already booked. You want to watch Oppenheimer. So Christopher Nolan, the director of Oppenheimer, he said, the movie can be best experienced by sitting in the middle of the entire theater. You will have to sit in the middle of the entire theater to get a better experience of the Oppenheimer movie. So you want to book the exact middle seat in the entire theater. So you're trying to book that particular seat, but it is already booked by someone else. You're again trying to book the same ticket. You're not able to do it. So you'll have to verify this functionality. This is another test case. All right. So these are your different test cases. In different ways, you will be testing the same functionality. All right. So when your interviewer asks you to write a few test cases for movie ticket booking, he's not expecting all of this stuff from you. You will do it once you get into a project, but in your interview, don't give all that big lengthy explanations. Keep it short. For Telugus, atte kotte teche ante. Just give a brief explanation about the different combinations, different permutations and combinations that you can book your ticket. Current date, previous date, tomorrow's date, 1 week later date. Okay. Trying to book a ticket in a seat which is already occupied. Okay. Trying to book a ticket for a houseful show. Trying to book a ticket for a movie which is not yet released. Okay. Trying to book a ticket for more than 6 people, because if you open book my show, if you open book my show at max, you can book tickets only for 6 people at once. You try to book tickets for more than 6 people, something like that. You can try all of these combinations. So all of them should be written here like this. Okay. You can think of all the combinations, permutations and combinations. In your interview, keep it short. Keep it short in your interview. If your interviewer explicitly asks you to write a template or a format, then write it, no problem. But in your interview, your interviewer is only expecting you to write the different permutations and combinations in which using which the functionality can be tested. He's not expecting you to write this entire, take a scale, draw this box, draw that box, draw those lines. No, he's not expecting all that stuff. He's expecting the different ways in which you will test the application, the different permutations and combinations, positive and negative test cases, something like that. That's it. Okay. So understood everything about your test cases? Yes, yes, Sangeeta, correct. All good with my explanation till now? Okay, I'll take your silence as a yes. Give more example. I'll give more examples for your practice. I'll give more examples for your practice. You should think of something. Unless you think, अभी मैं अगर आपको एक apple दूंगा, I'll give you an apple to you, and I'll ask you to write a test case. You should be able to think of at least a couple of test cases, even for an apple. All right. If I ask you to write some test cases, even for an apple or an orange or even a pomegranate, you should be able to write at least a couple of them. Why do we write test cases? Not to mug up this format, not to mug up the test cases, to develop the tester's mentality. Should always doubt everything, everyone, anything, anyone. అనుమానం ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి టెస్టర్ కి. Put it like this in Telugu. అనుమానం చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉండాలి. ఎవరిని చూసినా, దేన్ని చూసినా, ఎలా చూసినా అనుమానం అనేది ఉండాలి. You should have suspicion on everything. You should doubt everyone, anyone, everything, anything. How will you get that attitude? Now, don't do this in your relationships. All right. Just because I've asked you to doubt something, don't start doing this in your friendship and in your relationship. Okay. So, doubt everything and anything that you see. That's how you will develop your tester mentality. Someone is saying they asked to write test case for pen. So how will you write some test cases for pen? You guys are so busy in writing test cases for login, for logout, for sign in, for sign up, that you don't write test cases for the most basic things. In one of my friends' interviews, they have asked him to write test case for a motorbike, some bike basically. He was shocked. He was prepared for all the complex test cases. Security testing, this testing, that testing. He was prepared for extraordinary test cases. But he did not concentrate on the most basic thing. The most basic thing is you should develop the tester attitude, the tester mentality, where you can test anything and everything. If I ask you something, you should be able to write at least a few positive and negative test cases then and there. Okay. So you should be able to think of at least a few positive and negative test cases. Okay. If you are able to give more and more permutations and combinations in the interview, very good. But if you can't, at least write a few positive and negative test cases. Okay. So you never know what your interviewer is going to ask you. So you can't mug up, you can't write test cases for everything, right? It's not possible. वो कुछ तो भी पूछेगा वो. तुम्हें क्या पता, मुझे क्या पता वो क्या पूछेगा. हमको तो थोड़ी ना पता है वो क्या पूछेगा. उस time, at that point of time, what is his mood, what is he doing, based on that he will ask you. One of my friends, he was asked something like this. Write test cases for this upload file option or choose file option. Write test cases for this particular choose file or upload file option. How will you write and what will you write? He was asked this basic question. My goodness, my friend was speechless. Naturally, my friend was speechless. बाजू में मैं था तो कुछ ना कुछ तो हेल्प किया था उसको. ठीक है. So you can be getting anything, anyone, any functionality. You never know it. Okay. So I was lucky always in my interviews when I was a fresher. I was asked about basic test cases like login, logout, sign in, sign out, sign up, register, all of these things. Some of us might not be that lucky. So be prepared. So this is how you create your test cases. So everyone clear? I hope everyone is clear with this one. And you do not have any queries, I believe. So refer to the rest of them also. These are all very basic things. You need not worry about it. You should be able to easily write a few positive and negative test cases without any problem, even in your interview also. Should not be a problem for you. All right, everyone? Okay, I'll take your silence as a yes. I'm not saying this is the only template. This is one of the many templates that are followed. So I've made sure that this template is as generic as possible. This may not be the complete template that is used in all the projects in all the companies, but this one is enough for most of the projects, most of the companies. Want you can add more columns like Jira ticket or Jira ticket link, Jira status, bug status, bug is open or bug is closed or whatever it is. You can write as and whatever you want, whatever columns you want, you can add. But up to the project lead, project manager. Okay, so I hope everyone understood this one. Next, should we start Jira today or should I explain some theory? Should I start Jira? Should I start Jira? Let me explain some manual testing concepts only so that you know tomorrow maybe we can start our Jira tomorrow. So hold on. What are we left with? Basically, we are left with nothing. I mean, I've covered most of it. Some of it is just for reference only. Okay, Anusha, share your screen. No problem. Start the basics of Jira. All right. So everyone, I hope you have already bookmarked your Jira page. I've asked you guys to bookmark your Jira page. I've asked you guys to bookmark your Jira page. I hope everyone has done it. ఒక్కసారి అనుష bookmark ఎలా ఓపెన్ చేయాలో చూపితల్లి ఒకసారి. Okay, everyone open your bookmark from your bookmark manager or whatever option it is. Open your Jira. I hope everyone has bookmarked this. I have asked you to bookmark this on that very day only. Okay, on that very day, I have asked you to do your bookmark. I hope everyone has opened your Jira page. This is how your Jira web page should look like. If not, please let me know. Everyone is able to open this. విష్ణు, నేను ఆ రోజు అరిచి అరిచి చెప్పిన నేను అసలు ఆ రోజు గట్టిగా అరిచిన, గొంతు వేయటట్టు. చుట్టుపక్కల వాళ్ళు చూసి వీడికి ఏమైంది, దయ్యం ఎక్కిందా అనుకున్నాను. అరిచి చెప్పిన, యాక్టివ్ స్ప్రింట్స్ లేకపోతే చెక్ చేసుకొని నాకు అప్పటికప్పుడే చెప్పాలి అని చెప్పిన నేను. అవునా? I have been shouting at the top of my lungs, at the top of my throat, asking you guys to verify if active sprints option was present or not. ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ వచ్చి నాకు యాక్టివ్ స్ప్రింట్స్ లేదు అంటే నేను ఏం చెప్పాలి చెప్పు నీకు అసలు. మళ్ళీ నీ దగ్గర రికార్డింగ్స్ లేవు అంటున్నావు. ఎట్లా ఇట్లా అయితే? See guys, every day I give you enough time to regroup again. Even if you have missed something, whatever I have explained in 1 hour 15 minutes, I can give you 15 minutes time. In 15 minutes you can regroup everything in those 15 minutes, even if you have missed something. That's how the entire session will work. When I ask you to verify this, don't be careless. Always put an effort to verify this thoroughly, because again, if you miss it, you are not just wasting your time, you are wasting the time of the others in the session also. So Vishnu, ఏం చేస్తావు ఇప్పుడు అంటే, సింపుల్ గా నేను చెప్పిన ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వు. అనుష తన స్క్రీన్ మీద ఏం చేస్తున్నా చెయ్యి. సో whoever is not getting the backlog and active sprints option at the left hand side, అనుష ఒకసారి చూపి తల్లి. At the left hand side, if you are not seeing backlog and active sprints option, do whatever I am saying. This is not for those people who are getting it. If you are getting backlogs and active sprints, both these options for sure, pakka, if you are getting both these options on your Jira page, then ignore. This is not for you. This is for people who are not getting active sprints and backlog option. If you are not getting active sprints and backlog option, do whatever I am saying now. At the top, you should see something called as projects. Vishnu, అది కాదు తల్లి, అది కాదు. టోటల్ టాప్ మొత్తం పైన. ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ యూ షుడ్ సీ దిస్ ఆప్షన్. విష్ణు, కరెక్ట్ గా ఫాలో అవ్వు, 2 నిమిషాలలో అయిపోతుంది. 2 minutes అంతే. Follow my instructions correctly, 2 minutes you will be done. So at the top you will see something called as projects. Click on create project. This is for those people who are not getting active sprints and backlog. If you are getting it, relax, don't do it. You can go for a 2-minute break and come back, no problem. So Vishnu, top low projects click J, you will get create project option. Create projects click J tali. Create project click J. So Vishnu, are you getting this screen? Confirm. First, నువ్వు ఒక్కనివే రాలేదని చెప్పిన, మిగతా అందరూ వచ్చిందంటాను కాబట్టి నేను నిన్నే అడుగుతున్నా. So are you getting these options? From this, what will you select? From these options, from these 3 options, what will you select? Scrum, exactly. Select Scrum. Okay, Scrum select చేసుకున్నా. After this, use template. Use template click J. Click on use template. अफरीन, स्टार्टिंग से ही बता रहा हूं, यही तो स्टार्टिंग है. और क्या मिस हो गए आप? यही तो स्टार्टिंग है प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट करने का. और क्या स्टार्टिंग है? टॉप में आपको प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेगा, प्रोजेक्ट्स पे क्लिक करो, क्रिएट प्रोजेक्ट करो, स्क्रम सेलेक्ट करो, बस जहां तक हुआ है. कंफर्म मी इफ यू हैव डन दिस. कंफर्म मी इफ यू हैव गॉट these steps. Click on Scrum and then say use template. After that, you will get this screen. Here, you should select company managed. Use template. Use template, and you should say select a company managed project, blue color button. Select a company managed project. Click చేయాలి ఏం కాదు. అంటే నీకు ఇంకో ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్కువ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది ఏం కాదు. So after clicking on company managed project, you should type your project name. You need not type the key. The key will be automatically selected. It will automatically generate. Don't worry. Don't edit the key. That's all right. Give whatever project name you want. That's all right. After that, click next and you are done. Tell me if your next button is highlighting. Tell me, Vishnu and Afrin. Afrin, आपका ही कंफर्मेशन के लिए वेटिंग. आगे बढ़ेंगे. चलो नेक्स्ट. क्लिक ऑन नेक्स्ट. క్లిక్ చేయాలి ఏం కాదు. క్లిక్ చేసి లేట్ అవుతుంది మనకు కూడా. నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ చేయాలి ఏం కాదు. పక్కకి వెళ్ళినట్టుందేమో. అనుష మా నెక్స్ట్ క్లిక్ చేయి. స్కిప్ ఎన్ని స్కిప్ కొట్టేసి ఏం కాదు. ఎన్ని స్కిప్ స్కిప్. Now you should see active sprints and backlog. Okay, everyone, at least you should have followed my instructions now. If you have followed my instructions now, you will be able to create this without any problem. At least now. At least now you guys should be able to see these options. If you're still not getting it, God help you, whichever, whoever, whatever God you believe in. Skip, Afrin, skip. Go to project. Click on go to project. నువ్వు కాదమ్మా నువ్వు కాదు అఫ్రీన్ కాదు. ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ అఫ్రీన్ కాదు. Okay, everyone should be getting this active sprints and backlog option at the left hand side. बम क्या हुआ अभी? ये क्या है? अरे भाई मोबाइल से कर रहे हो क्या? ठीक है, ट्राई तो करो. बिकॉज आई हैव नेवर डन दिस फ्रॉम मोबाइल. का स्क्रीनशॉट मोबाइल से है. मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है अगर आपको समझ में आ रहा है. ऑप्शंस तो सेम रहेंगे बट स्क्रीन पे एग्जैक्टली वही पोजीशन पे तो नहीं रहेंगे. तो आपको ऑप्शन कहाँ पे है ढूंढना पड़ेगा. ये जो स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है और आपके स्क्रीन पे जो दिख रहा है, both of them, the positioning of the elements are different. Okay, so since you are doing this from your mobile, it's different. So अगर आपको चलेगा आपको ऐसा तो कर लीजिएगा, no problem. I am not going to stop you. अल्टीमेटली कॉन्सेप्ट समझ में आना है. मोबाइल से समझ रहे हो या लैपटॉप से समझ रहे हो या डेस्कटॉप से समझ रहे हो, आपकी मर्जी. कोई चिंता की प्रॉब्लम, कोई चिंता नहीं है. समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो तब चिंता है. ठीक है. सो नो एवरीवन, जीरा. So we will be starting Jira, but before starting your Jira, let's try to understand your different options in Jira. At the top, everyone should see something called as create. At the top, everyone should see something called as create. So click on create. Click on create. अच्छा మీకు ఇట్లా వస్తుందా? పెద్ద స్కెచ్ అయితే యూస్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి Itla ravala, itla ravala. So if you click on create, this is how, and this is what you should get. You click on create, this is what you should get. I hope everyone has got this screen. So from now, I mean, from this screen, in the issue type section, the second option, issue type. If you click on that, total, how many options are you getting? If you click on issue type, 3944, dhyan do screen pe. Pay attention to your screen. You are getting 4 options. Task is also an option. Thoda sa dhyan do. Pay attention. Why are you in a hurry? So, task, story, bug, epic. You will be getting 4 options, 4 types of issues. I'm not saying these are the only type of issues, but there will be more of these issues also. This is free Jira, so you'll be getting only 4 of these options. But if you use paid Jira, you'll be getting more options. We cannot use paid Jira for our training. That's all right. The very purpose of learning Jira is to understand the UI, to understand the ways of working in Jira. That's it. Other than that, there is not much of use with Jira, to be honest. Ways of working, that UI, what buttons, what fields do we need to be aware of when we are creating a issue? Okay, how to raise a bug, how to raise a ticket on Jira. To know and understand all of these, the UI, the buttons, the various convention, we learn Jira. This is not going to be the exact Jira you might be using. Maybe, maybe not. I cannot guarantee that. Because paid Jira will have lots and lots and lots of features. This is free Jira. Will have limited functionality only. Okay. So issue type will be getting 4 options. Task, story, bug, epic. Task, story, bug, epic. Is able to see it. I hope every one of you is able to see these 4 options. Next. Let's not do anything in Jira today. Let's try to understand what a story, task, epic, and bug is. You already know what a bug is. You already know what a bug is. A bug is nothing but any functionality. If it is not working as per the client's requirement, then you classify it as a bug. Then you call it as a bug. Then what are task, epic, and story? Let's start with epic. Epic is nothing but it's a very large amount of work which will be further has to be broken down into smaller amounts of work. You cannot directly work on an epic. An epic is a very huge task. So let's imagine something like this. Let's imagine something like this. You want to build a house. Will you directly start building your walls, and will you directly start plastering it? Will you directly start whitewashing or applying colors to your walls? No. You will first start with the basement. Next, you will start with the pillars. Next, you will start with the roof. Next, you will raise your walls. Next, you will do plastering. Next, you will do coloring. So there is a sequence of steps. There is a procedure to do this particular task. Similarly, in your epic also, the best example I can give you for epic is an epic is a large amount of work, and here in this example, the epic is about purchasing an item on your e-commerce website. Purchasing an e-commerce application, purchasing an item on the e-commerce application. So, will you directly go and purchase an item on your e-commerce application? Will you directly go to? So she's opening Flipkart. You directly go to Flipkart and start purchasing. Can you directly purchase? If yes, what? If yes, how? If no, how? What will you do? Some are saying no. So what will you do first? Just open Flipkart. Can she directly purchase? Let's say I want some OnePlus 10, OnePlus 10 or iPhone. Yes, iPhone. I want to purchase iPhone. Can I directly purchase my iPhone? No. Even if I click on buy, it will say first login. So in order to check my purchase functionality, first I have to log in. So I'll have to first test the login functionality. If the login functionality is not working fine, I will not be able to purchase the item at all. So before purchase, I need to first log in. So I'll have to test the login functionality. After login, will I be able to purchase? No, because I'll have to search for my item. So again, I will have to test the search functionality. Okay, product search functionality, I'll have to test that also. After that, will I be after searching, will I be able to directly purchase? No, I will select my item, I will add to a cart, or I'll say buy. Just by clicking on buy, will you be able to buy it? No, you again have payment options. Payment options again. So you'll have to verify all the payment options. All the payment options are working fine or not. After payment, is it done? After payment, is it done? We have different payment options: credit card, debit card, cash on delivery, UPI, phone pay, Paytm, whatever, whatnot, everything. After payment, is it done? Is it understood that my item is purchased? After payment, is it understood that my item is purchased? After payment, it does not mean my item is purchased. I need to get a confirmation email from the Flipkart website, Flipkart application. I should get a confirmation email saying that you have placed order for so and so, so and so, so and so item. It will be delivered on so and so date. You should receive an email from Flipkart. Only then we can say that our purchase functionality is working fine. So to test my purchase functionality, what all functionalities did I test? Because I cannot directly test my purchase functionality. I'll have to test something else before actually testing my purchase. So what all sequence of functionalities did I test to test my entire purchase functionality? First login, next search, next add to cart or payment, or after that different types of payment, after that email verification. Only if I do all of these 5 functionalities correctly, then my purchase functionality is working fine. Yes or no? Only if these 5. First is login, next is search, next is add to cart, next is click on buy, next is different types of payment or receiving your confirmation, payment confirmation. If all these 5 functionalities are working fine, only then I can say I am able to purchase an item on Flipkart. Yes or no? If any of these is not working fine, let's say your search was not working fine. You are searching for iPhone, but it is giving you OnePlus. You're searching for Samsung, it is giving you Redmi or Xiaomi. Your search functionality is not working fine. Then will you say your purchase is working fine? No, your purchase is not working. The user is not able to purchase the required item. All right. So your Epic is purchasing your item on the e-commerce website. But since this is a large amount of work, you cannot directly work on purchase, right? You cannot directly work on purchase. Before working on purchase or to work on purchase, you need to work on some other functionalities. Those are your stories. Epic is broken down into multiple stories because you cannot directly work on the Epic. Epic is just a statement. Epic is a large amount of work which you cannot directly work on. It has to be broken down into multiple different works, or you call it as issues, multiple issues, and that issue you call it as a story. Story, some people call it a story, some people call it as a user story. Story or user story is nothing but a kind of user requirement only, or your client's requirement only. So in my example, can you list the stories which I have explained? Yes, Devesh. The entire process, right? वही तो कर रहे हो ना. परचेस करने के लिए आपको क्या क्या करना पड़ रहा है? आपको लॉगिन करना पड़ रहा है, आपको सर्च करना पड़ रहा है, आपको बाई करना पड़ रहा है, आपको पेमेंट करना पड़ रहा है, और कंफर्मेशन के लिए वेटिंग करना पड़ रहा है आपको. सो ये 5 अगर हो गए तो तभी आपको परचेस कंफर्मेशन, परचेस ठीक से चल रहा है बोल के आपको कंफर्मेशन मिलेगा. Only these 5 are working fine, then you can say your purchase is working, purchase functionality is working properly. So what are your stories now? Your Epic is right from login till confirmation. This entire thing is called as purchase functionality. This is an Epic. Since you cannot directly work on this, you are breaking this down into multiple stories. Now, what are your different stories in this particular scenario, in this particular situation? Exactly. Login, search, add to cart, payment, verification. All of these are your different stories. Epic is broken down into multiple stories. You don't directly work on your epic. You work on your epics. Sorry. You don't directly work on your epic. You work on your stories. Then again, sometimes even your stories are broken down into multiple tasks. What is a task? A task is nothing but your test case. Imagine task as your test case. So I'll tell you, login is a functionality, login as a user story. How will you verify login? By writing multiple test cases for login. Valid username, valid password. Invalid username, invalid password. One valid, one invalid. Another one is invalid, one is valid. So different permutations and combinations. This is what is your task is. So epic is broken down into stories. Each story is broken down into multiple tasks. Stories are nothing but your user requirements. Tasks are nothing but your test cases. So now understood the difference between epic, story, and task? All good. If you're not responding, I'll take your silence as a yes. Okay, cool. I'll take your silence as a yes. Epic is divided into multiple stories. Stories are nothing but your user requirements or client requirements, your functionalities basically. Your functionality, you just can't test your functionality only in one possible manner, right? I'll say login, I'll say payment. If I ask you to test your payment functionality, in how many different ways can you test it? In any number of combinations. So you already have this in your notes. Rashida, you already have this in your notes. Don't worry. Notes में सब कुछ है, आपको चिंता ना करे. Notes में जो कुछ भी है वो मैं यहाँ पे explain करता हूँ. आपको कुछ भी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. You are not required to note down anything because जो कुछ भी मैं बताता हूँ वो notes में पक्का बिल्कुल रहेगा. अगर आपको नहीं दिख रहा है तो मुझे बताइएगा. Maybe I have missed it, but I put my 100%, 110% in updating the notes. So don't worry. You are not required to make any notes. आपको जो कुछ भी लैपटॉप से जो कुछ भी करना है वो सिर्फ आपको कोड टाइप करना है बस. लैपटॉप से आपको कुछ और जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा. The only thing that you are supposed to do with your laptop is to type your code. The more you type, the better it will be for you. अभी तो कोडिंग शुरू हुआ नहीं. We have not started our coding yet. But once we start our coding, whenever in doubt, you should start typing your code and you should ask me your doubts. But listen to the class, most important. So your task is the smallest. Again, sometimes even you can see people dividing tasks into subtasks also. Okay, there will be people who will be doing like that. But again, task is the smallest issue. On top of that, you will have your story. On top of that, you will have your epic. So these are your epic, story, and task. Okay. So what is a bug? You already know what a bug is. So tomorrow, in tomorrow's session, we will be learning how to create our epic, story, task, and bug, and the different features that we have in our Jira. Okay. So మీరు స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ ఆపేచ్చు తల్లి మీరు. Any doubts? Stop the recording here.